Welcome back. It's John 4:35 and 36. Not you say that yet 4 months it is, and the harvest comes. Behold, I say to you, lift up the eyes and see the fields, for white they are to harvest already. And the reaping a reward receives, and gathers fruit unto life eternal, that both the sowing together may rejoice, and the reaping. Jesus had taught the Samaritan woman about her approach to God. Now the Lord taught the disciples a lesson in spiritual harvest. He wanted his chosen apostles to become skillful harvesters. Jesus encouraged them to have more eagerness for the spiritual harvest than men do for the natural harvest. 4 months probably refers to the period between his saying and wheat harvest. He may have pointed out to the green wheat as he spoke. Perhaps he also pointed out to the Samaritan harvest of souls who were by now making their way up the path toward him. The Samaritans were like ripe wheat ready for harvest. Note the parallels of food in verse 32 and 33 with harvest natural and harvest spiritual 35. Those who reap the wheat have a double reward. The joy of knowing food will be available until the next harvest, and two, pay for the day's labor. Those who reap the spiritual harvest have great benefits. First, there is opportunity to labor in the work that satisfies the purpose of life. Second, there is promise of abundant results from the toil. And third, the Lord of harvest rewards his laborers. If reaping, kind of like in the parable of the talents, if reaping of the natural harvest brings earthly joy, then the labors of spiritual harvest will result in eternal ecstasy. He that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together, indicates the reapers are not the only workers rewarded. The sowers and the reapers share the wages of the harvest. Interesting. Both kinds of workers necessary for the master's service. Jesus points out that all laborers will share the joy of the harvest. Jesus was thinking of much more than monetary rewards here. The proper motivation of the reaper is to gather fruit unto life eternal. The man who wins souls for Christ is at work on something with lasting consequences. His work is for eternity. Morris New International Commentary 4:280. This is why the reaper will one day rejoice, even though harvesting may be difficult work. Jesus frequently uses the image of sowing and reaping to characterize the work of evangelism. In Matthew 13:3-9, which we don't have time to do through it now, 18-23, there is the promise that the harvest will bring forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Matthew 13:8.